New hairstyle, younger one. No, it's the same hairstyle. It just there's no gel. So, and what younger one? I got so much white hair now, man. All right. So, how many of you guys are here for the very first time? Very first time. First webinar with Urban Forex. Wow. Okay, there's a lot of you guys here. First time from Toronto. Okay. Fourth or fifth. Okay, some of you guys are here for a longest time. Let's find out. Okay. Where are you guys all from? Where are you guys right now? Exactly right now. Where are you guys? What country? Okay, Tunisia, India, South Africa, London, Malaysia, Philippines, Canada, Bahrain, Portugal, Moscow, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Beerland, Slovenia, Brazil, Oregon, Serbia, Boston, Germany. Okay, whew. All right, I think I've covered something from each continent. It's good, it's good. So, this is your family here. Everyone here is fantastic. Everyone's a nice person. We've never had anyone crazy in our webinars, so we're just still crossing our fingers that we don't have anyone crazy. But I am extremely happy to have all of you guys here. Yes, everyone from our team is here. Armo is here, Lucille is here, Robert is here, Gary is here. So they're also here. You guys can say hello to them. Let me see if I can find Gary in our list here. Okay, well, we have a new teammate, Gary. You guys will be hearing from him as well. Barry is also here. Barry is in our elite community. He's our newest member on board now. And Dave is also joined us now. So we're gonna hit 500 students today. We're at 455. At 500, the room is locked. So you guys are the lucky ones who got in. So congratulate yourselves, and if you guys are drinking, cheers. Cheers. I'm not trying to show you guys that alcohol is the way to go, but I do get a chance to only drink with you guys. Normally I don't drink, so cheers, and I'm glad to have you guys all here. Yeah, cheers to you guys on Facebook as well. So, all right. Orange juice? No, I think it's what is this called? A rosé or something like that? Drunken master. Okay, so today's topic is going to be on Fibonacci. How many of you guys know? Wait. Sorry, I need to know first who's here. I need to know at what level are you guys on. And poll. Okay, can you please fill that out for me so I know who's in here? Okay, no vote if you are new, but for those of you guys who have some of my courses, you guys can let me know. Where is the cake? No cake today. No cake today. This hotel is not very good with desserts. I don't know if it's a Mauritius thing, but a banana. I got a banana. Okay. So 117 people from the MPA, 91 people from the 4-course bundle, and 21 people from the elite community. Fantastic, fantastic. Welcome, welcome. And that means over 250 people of you guys are brand new. Fantastic. Welcome. And I have a special announcement at the end of today's webinar. I am releasing the next course. Okay, I'm releasing the next course. And I'm only going to open it up tonight for the first wave, and I'm going to give a special price on it as well. But stay tuned till the end before I don't want to take away the heat from what's this called, the Fibonacci webinar. So let's go into this. Let's go into this. Everything is still running and recording. All good. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's turn on the screen sharing. Yeah. Because this is a universal law of how the markets work, how the universe works, a lot of people came up to a conclusion that, hey, maybe this works on Forex as well, or trading charts. So let's discuss this a little bit. Let's go into the pros and cons, and let's bring out all the MPA students who are in this webinar to hack it and be like, I know how to do this better. You ready? So we're gonna make it interactive a little bit. You guys are gonna see the pros, the cons, and those of you guys who are in the Mastering Price Action course, you're gonna be like, I know how to do this a lot better. It's automatically going to be like, boom, I know the answer. Let's do this. Okay. The sound keeps cutting out. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I am not. I'm in Mauritius. The internet's a bit bad, so hopefully just hang in there. It is being recorded. Should I make it? Is it? Is the volume? The volume is okay, right? Yeah, everything is recorded. Everything is recorded. So. Okay, so let's discuss Fibonacci. Now, Fibonacci has this little Fibonacci retracement tool that we all have in our platforms, whether you're using MT4 or you're using TradingView. What Fibonacci retracement is you take a swing high and then you take a swing low, okay? And Fibonacci retracement is going to tell you that the markets are probably going to bounce near these mathematical numbers, right? Which is 23.6%, 38.2%, 50%, and then the golden ratio of 61.8%. Now, those of you guys who have used Fibonacci, be honest here. What was the main concern you guys have ever had with Fibonacci? Just because you like it, you don't have to defend it. Be honest, what is an issue you've had with Fibonacci? Okay, not the person. The person is fantastic. I mean this technique in Forex. Yes, which level? Where to begin? Exactly. Okay, so this becomes a common problem. Now, there's going to be a bunch of gurus out there who talk about Fibonacci suddenly standing up and saying, hey. Are you talking about Fibonacci? Let me show you how to plot 10 Fibonacci's on my screen, and I will tell you how this is going to work. So they're going to put one Fibonacci with the next Fibonacci, with the next Fibonacci, and the next Fibonacci, and be like, you see? We have confluence. Okay? So let's do this. Now, if I draw from up here as a swing high to down here as a swing low, would you say this is a very clean touch of 38%? That's a very accurate touch, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So that's a very accurate touch. It comes up to 38% and it turns around. The trend is down, it pulls back to 38 and then it goes down, which means, if only I put a limit order there, I will sell it and I'll make a lot of money on the way down. Okay, I'm going to choose a different swing high. I'm going to use this swing high. Whoa, look how perfect it is on 50%. It looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, are we at 500 people in the room? Yes, okay, you guys are the lucky ones. No one else is getting in. The room is now officially locked. Okay? So the room is now officially locked, so congratulations to all of you guys. Okay, so focus, let's focus. All right, so we move the swing high, and then suddenly from the swing high we see, whoa, it's working fantastic at 50%. Okay, it's working fantastic at 50%. But earlier it was working fantastic at 38.2%. Well, so if I continue trading, am I supposed to look at 50 or 38%? Then that's an unusual question that people ask. So what happens with many strategies, what they'll do is, okay, but we also have to look at how the swing up goes, and we can see the extensions and so on and so forth, right? They're like, okay, if I can just find out how much it retraces, I put one Fibonacci on top of another Fibonacci, and then I'll have a better understanding. It's like saying, I want to buy, but I will also look at it as a sell, and then when I'm looking at it in both ways, hopefully my brain knows the right answer. Yeah, it's too complicated. It's too complicated. The answer to everything in life is actually simplicity. Okay, is actually simplicity, not complexity. Is that a word? I don't know. But we want to keep it simple, right? Okay, so let's understand one thing. Before I plot a Fibonacci point, okay, one thing I'm going to teach all of you guys, okay, before we go into Fibonacci, and then we're going to use Fibonacci together with price action. So if you love Fibonacci, use Fibonacci, But I'm going to give you a skill today that you're going to use with Fibonacci, and you will know that. So this is an extract from the Mastering Price Action course. All of you guys who are in the course, you will know this exactly. All right, here we go. I'm going to bring out the whiteboard. Okay, here we go. All right. Give it a second. Okay. All right, I'm going to draw a circle. Let me know when you guys can see the circle. Yes, there we go. Okay. It's the holy circle. Okay. All right, so I want you guys to focus now. What we're going to be talking about is the rubber band man. Okay. Half of you guys already know what is the rubber band man, but those of you guys who do not know, we're going to be discussing the rubber band man today. Okay, it's a very simple technique, but it's very powerful. Okay, it's a very simple. Yes, that is a leg for those of you who are asking. Okay, and that's what I used to make money time and time again in trading. Does that make sense? Did everyone get that? Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I got disconnected. All right, so let's go into this right now. Hold on. Okay, let's get rid of that holy man. Maybe he gave us bad luck. No more holy man. Let's get him out of there. Okay, so now we're gonna be. Okay, we're talking about the rubber band man, right? Okay, let me put this down for you. Rubber, 2 E's, rubber band man. Okay, like I said, this is an extract from the MPA course. Okay, and a lot of you guys are students of the MPA course, and you guys can just follow along. Okay, so what a rubber band man is, every time the market moves, right? Let's say the market is moving upwards. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and everyone's focus is. Use Facebook Live for sound. Now, everyone's focus is generally, just support and resistance. And when it goes to support and resistance, I'll buy it. Even Fibonacci traders, the whole focus is pull back to support and resistance, and I will buy it. What you want to be looking at is Mr. Rubber Band Man. Now, what is a rubber band man? Okay, a rubber band man is an individual. Okay. We're going to give him some nice sunglasses. I'm going to say, yeah, he's Mr. Cool Dude, right? Now he just looks like a nerd. But anyways, so we got Mr. Rubber Band Man. And imagine there's a rubber band around his waist pulling him back. Okay? There you go. Ninja Turtle. Okay, so there's a rubber band around his waist pulling him back. Okay? So if the markets are going up, okay, imagine him running. This is him running upwards. He's running as fast as he can. He's running upwards, and then he reaches this highest point, and then he rests. Now, I want you guys to always focus on how much did he run versus how much did he rest. Think about that all the time. Then he runs again. Whoa, he beats his previous record. But then now he's resting. How much is he resting now compared to his most recent run? Yeah, 80%, 60, 70%. He's resting a lot. And then he runs again. Would you say he's got energy? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what if this is a 61.8% on Fibonacci? Can we say it's a sell right now? No, because it's too early to take that risk. It's too early to take that risk. The market is clearly telling you that they're still running. The rubber band man still got muscles on his hands and his feet, right? I don't know if these are muscles, but you guys get the idea. He's got power. He's still running. Okay, now he just looks like he has a disease. But anyways, you guys get the idea. Okay, so he's got power and he's still running. And then he rests again. Okay, he runs up again. Okay, what would you say about his last run that he did? he cannot even beat his previous record, which we call no higher high, right? In the market, we call that no higher high. But forget that terminology of no higher high, this and that. I want you to think in terms of this weird pimple man, right? Who he's running, and think like that. Age caught up. Okay, once he's done that, boom. Now, what can you tell me about his rest? Okay, yeah, he's done. He's done for. He's cooked. He's finished. Okay, this in the market terminology, they call it momentum, right? Okay, I don't want you to think in momentum because market terminologies are generally there to confuse you. I want you to think in this weird rubber band man concept. And I want you to think, if you draw your line from point A using Fibonacci to point B all the way down to here in Fibonacci, I want you to think, okay, I got my levels of 38, 50, 61, but I want to see those levels get reacted by the rubber band man, showing me he's failing to go any further. And then you have a much better smile on your face because you know that Fibonacci is actually working. And then you can go out to every single form out there and saying, you see, Fibonacci works to a very precision accuracy. But until then, until you don't master this thing, you can't say that out loud, because when it doesn't work, you're going to look bad. Right? So Fibonacci with rubber band man gives you that edge that you need. Shall we do this on the real charts? Okay, we're going to do this on the chart so you guys can see the rubber band man walking upwards versus the rubber band man also going downwards. Here, we're going to do two different types of tests, and I'm going to show you theory on the whiteboard, and then I'm going to show you practical on the charts. Okay, let's go into the charts now. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a screenshot from the top point to the bottom point, swing high, swing low concept. I will take a screenshot of this so we can write on it. Oh, sorry, made a mistake. Okay, here we go. I'll make the charts bigger so you all can see. Okay, I'm just waiting for the screenshot to come up clearly. One moment. Okay. Yeah, can everyone see the screenshot? Time frame does not matter for this. Time frame does not matter for this. Okay, you can make more elaborate strategies using multiple time frames, but it doesn't matter for this. I'm going to draw a circle. Let me know you guys can see the circle. Yeah? Okay. All right, now, of course, my screen looks very colorful. It almost looks like a great gay pride flag. So, you know, welcome. If you guys are in here as well, welcome, welcome. So, all right, now let's take a look at this based on the concepts of different types of retracement. Okay. Now we got let me move this aside. We got the 50% here. We got the, what is that? 38% there. We got the 61% here. Okay, I'll write it out again. Here's the 61%. Here's the 50%. Here is the 38%. These are the retracements, right? Because Fibonacci talks in retracement. He's like the markets. Nothing can go in a straight line. It must pull back to a certain numerical sequence of the universe and then resume. Okay? So, now the market went from up here, point A. We drew it from point A to, we drew it all the way down to point B. Okay? And now what we're looking at is keeping aware of these levels in our mind and in our screen. We want to understand how the rubber band man is doing his runs. Okay, so let's get some concepts first. The market starts to take off from here. He starts to go higher. Now, we'll get into the part of, wait, why are you, Naveen, saying this is where the market takes off going higher versus this? We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay, so the market takes off going higher. Okay, what can you guys tell me about this rubber band man guy? Okay? He's going up full throttle. Okay? Going up full throttle. He's strong. He takes a bit of rest. Okay? Now, this rest that he's taking is at the same place where in the past all of his companions have taken a rest. But how much rest does he take? Yeah, very small, 20%. What does that tell you about his strength? That means he's not willing to let go. If he's not willing to let go, this numerical sequence over here fails. It's not going to hold at that numerical sequence. It's tried, but it's failing. He then goes up to the next level. Okay? He's now at the 38% level, and we're like, is it this level? How does he go to the next level? Does he go up strong or weak? Let me remove my arrows. He goes up pretty strong. In fact, he goes up very fast. How quickly does he rest? Yeah, instantly. It's almost like there's no higher high. Okay? In the measuring price action course, we call this a probe. Okay? These are some of an important piece, which means the market rests here all the time. He's resting here, he's resting here. And here, it's like he's not resting. He's not resting. He looks like he wants to go down, but nothing happened. And when this goes up, what is the public thinking? It's a buy. Because when a range breaks out, the mind is, well, I have nothing to do. And then when a breakout happens, it's a buy. And when the buy happens very, very strong, the smile gets very large. It's like, oh my God, I'm going to make so much money on this buy. You have no idea. Okay? So everyone starts seeing the dollar sign in their eyes. A beach house, yeah. So as the buy happens, it reacts off the 38% using the Fibonacci number, which is good. But then it gets rejected back into the area where all the rests used to happen in the past. Resting, resting, resting period. Which means, was his last run, was that real? It was a faker. It was a fake. Okay, if that was a fake, can you now determine this area right here? What is this spot called? Okay, all of you measuring price action students, let me see what this price is called. Money spot, yeah. Which means this is an illusion of people to buy and an illusion for people that it's an area to sell. Who wins? Who wins from the illusion of buying and selling at the same place? The big boys, exactly. The big boy, which is this guy, he will always win the battle. Okay? The money spot, the illusion spot, right? All right, so the first trade happens there. Notice you're trading with Fibonacci. You will have an entry price over here, but what is your risk? Your risk is huge because the risk is, well, I don't know if it's going to work. That's the risk. Okay? If you hit that entry there, that's the risk. How do you know if it's not going to stop there? How do you know if it's going to stop at this price or this price? You don't know. And if you don't know and you're just trying stuff, then it's more fun to go to a casino. At least there's more shining lights there. Right? So when you see this stuff happening and girls. Okay, it comes down very, very strong, right? You see this area right here. It comes down very, very strong, and then you're stuck in this money spot area, which tells you, aha, many people got sucked into the buy, which means this is an important moment to make a decision. Right? Armo's like, stop advertising casinos, guys. All right, so we're looking for a sell from this area, right? As the sell kicks in, it goes down to the bottom of the range. Now, we have people trading exclusively just in this style of trading. Now, let's take a look at what happens the next time around. Okay? We're still going to do more examples, don't worry. Let's take a look at what happens the next time around. From here. He rises up again. How does he go up? Strong or weak? Strong. Now, previous resting point, previous resting point, previous resting point, previous resting point. This time he goes above the resting point, just like he did last time, but we don't know. Yeah, he's like Rocky. He's very strong. Okay, he goes up. Okay, he's very strong. Do we know he's gonna fail at this stage just because he goes up? No, we don't know. He's very, very strong. We need to wait. Maybe he's wearing Air Jordans or some new shoes. He's got power. You don't mess with the guy who has power. You wait. You wait. Then he slows down a bit right here. And he tries running again. Yeah, Mark, that's a very good statement that you just made. Patience is required. We're going to touch base on that in a little bit. Okay. What's his second run do? His secondary run that he tries to run up again. This one right here. It's weak. He barely makes a higher high. What happens afterwards? He crashes. He fails. Okay, now focus very, very carefully. After his run up, we start to see signs of he cannot run up anymore and a sign of he's resting more than he ran. Which means he's now coming back and he's resting way more than he ran the amount. That means this guy is out of the game. Now, what is the most important part of this place? Look very carefully. Resting point, resting point, resting point. Resting point, resting point. Okay, now this was the range it broke out of. Everyone is looking at this as, oh my God, what a nice pullback to buy. Right? Now, this buy with the rubber band man theory is telling you that's not a buy, that's actually a sell. Now, you have a confirmation together with your percentages saying this works very well alongside with what my Fibonacci is telling me. I am not just guessing and putting an entry order thinking that I believe it's a sell right now and come on baby, give me a 6. You know, we're not doing that. We're actually hitting a sell a little bit more logically. Okay? We lose a little bit of profit because we're getting a little bit worse price, but it's a lot safer. Does that make sense? Now, those of you who do not know the rubber band man theory, is this making sense to you guys? Okay, not the MPA students. I'm talking about new people. Good. Shall we do another example? Okay, we'll do 1 or 2 more examples. It will make sense. I saw a few no's and maybes in there. We'll do some more examples, yeah? Okay. Let's take an example on the flip side. Okay, let's do a flip side. Let's say for a market that is already buying instead of selling, okay? Let's do that. Okay, so this is Euro CAD, so let's do CAD Yen, okay, which is gonna be the flip side basically. Okay. I'm going to take a Fibonacci from this swing low to this swing high up here, and we're gonna say that's the spot, okay? All right, hopefully this is large enough for all of you guys to see. I'm gonna make it bigger even more, and I'm gonna take a screenshot now. Oh, that didn't come up on my end again. There we go. Circle coming up. Let me know when you guys can see the circle. Yes? Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay, okay. Ready? Same concept. This is a strategy I'm just handing over to you guys. I'm sure all the MPA people are like, hey man, why are you giving away my stuff to other people like that? I'm sure they're pissed off, but we also have humble students in there. So they're all like, okay, you know, you helped me, okay, let's help another guy, it's fine. Okay, so let's now take a look at this in terms of the rubber man going downwards. Imagine now a person is running downwards, right? So you got your little pimple guy running this way now. Okay, and he runs from here to here, and then he rests a little bit, and then he runs again, and he beats his record. Okay, so you're gonna look at it in that concept. Okay. All right. Yeah, and for those of you who have the MPA, this is good practice. So, you know, share the love. Share the love. Okay. Please don't share the course, just the love. Like, all right. All right, here we go. Now we're looking at this on CAD yen. Okay? We're looking at this on CAD yen, and the markets made a higher high sequence, and we're like, oh, I can clearly see that is point A and that's point B. I'm going from swing low to swing high, okay? Or from point A to point B, okay? The most lowest point that I can see to the most highest points, and we will see how much of a pullback do we get based on Mr. Fibonacci, right? Okay, so we're looking at this and we're saying, okay, give me a guy who's going to run down. Now, I'm gonna give you guys another piece of cool information. Ready? Here's the next piece of cool information. Is the run starting from here, or is the run starting from here? Now, this is a confusion that even Mastering Price Action students have. I want to ask you that question. Where is this starting from? The first one or second one? Ah, you see? Everyone who's watching clearly knows that there is a problem here. We all are not on the same page with this. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. This is very important to crack. Okay, what if I did this? What if I did this? How would you say, what is the direction of the market? Up. So would you say anyone is selling at all? No one is selling. If no one is selling, then if no one is selling, how are you going to make any money? If everyone's buying and you also want to buy, well, who are you going to make money from? Right? Now, how do you know when people turn sellers? When there is some kind of a panic in the market that breaks the laws of support and resistance, supply and demand, etc., etc., etc. And people are like, oh my God, it's a sell. And that's when people start selling. That's when people start putting money into the sell side. Now you can think about doing the buys again, because now there's logic of there's money in the sell side. So if you do buy, someone can sell you the product of CAD yen. Does that make sense? You cannot buy CAD yen from everyone else who's buying. Who's going to sell you the CAD yen? Right? Keep that thing in mind. And the more people that are selling to you, the better the price you're going to get, obviously the discount. And you know you're going to get filled in for sure. Now, obviously in Forex, we don't have an issue of getting filled in, but that's the logic behind it. Okay, now, so stage 2, this is where the rubber band man is starting. He's like, here we go. I'm all geared up. I've had my Gatorade. I'm going to start my run. He puts on his sneakers, ties up his shoelace, and he's doing this. He's running. He goes from this highest point to this lowest point. He's like, oh man, I feel good. Because he ran super hard and super fast. Am I right? Look at the speed of that guy. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, he's going super fast. Okay, now tell me what happens next. What happened? You know, he came back so quickly to rest. It's almost like he saw a ghost. It's like, dude, did your steroids run out or something? Are you gonna run anymore? What is this? Why did you come back so quickly? This is what you need to think. Just think, give it a human life. Don't think, oh, candle went down, candle went up. Give it human life. He saw his wife. Okay, so give it human life to understand that the market went down and then it turned around. Why did it turn around so much? So how much of a rest did he do? How much of a rest did he do? 80, 90%. Okay? That means, is 80, 90% mean he's finished? No. We still need a little bit of patience. We need to find out if he's finished or not. Where did that run react from? What is that Fibonacci number? 50%. Okay, now we're bringing in some logic into this. We're like, oh, good, Fibonacci is working, but I need to know I can't just buy it from here because I don't know if that's going to work. But I can't buy it up here either because he's not done yet. Let's see when he's done. Okay, let's continue the market. What happens? What's happening to him? What would you do at this stage? What would you do at this stage? Knowing that he's rested, he's come back, it's his turn to run again. But what is he doing? Yeah, all the languages come into prepare for buys, which means anyone who sold down there in real life is in trouble. Anyone who sold down there is in trouble. Right? They're in trouble. It's almost like they're not going to get their money back. It's done. They're finished. Okay. Now, taking this further. Okay. Now, what's all this here? What's all these spikes and stuff happening? He's fighting. So if you did do a buy from here, okay, and then the trade goes up and up and up in your favor, you reach till this area, but then the trade gets rejected and comes back down. What does that tell you about that runner who started from here? Okay, can everyone hear me? Yeah? No? Yeah, okay, you can hear me now. Okay, so think about it. What does that tell you about that trader over there? Once you get a movement that goes up and you're like, oh yeah, it's a buy now because I see the sellers are not coming in anymore, or the rubber band man can't make it. So we do the buy goes up, it performs, it makes us money, but then instantly it comes back down and it closes right there. What would you say about the rubber band man guy at that time? Yeah, he's not done yet. He is showing sign of weakness, but he's still around. Just remember that. Don't forget about that guy. He didn't call it quits yet. Okay, we attempted a buy, but that buy needs to be closed now for a break even or a small profit because it's not working. He's still around. Okay, let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's gonna do. Okay, let's move it over a little bit more. Okay, what about now? What's going on with the guy now? He ran down. How did he run down? How many candles did he take to run down? 3. How many candles did he rest? You see, the power is still telling you that the seller just can't do it. He just can't do it. He just can't do it. Okay? Now, at what point would you take a trade? All the signs are telling you this seller is having a really tough time, and then this happens. What do you think that does? Yeah, this might be a little bit difficult for some of the people. I want you to think logically. I want you to think in terms of not where would I buy, where would I sell. I want you to think in terms of what's happening. What is happening? That's the goal. Yeah, this will make more people sell. Okay, this will make more people sell. They'll get into the idea of it's breaking all these barriers. It's breaking all the lows. Okay? And then as it comes right back up there, it's like, okay, we got a money spot again. Now, why is this a money spot? Because to these folks, they're looking at it as a sell. Like, for example, if I draw a trend line, that's a sell for them. Right? That's a sell for them. They're seeing everything going down so quickly. It must be a sell. It's a pullback for a sell. But we're looking at it as someone got screwed over here. We're at the bottom of the range. I think this is going to be for a buy because a big boy says buy. And that's when you put your odds together and saying, okay, at this 38.2%, only now I can activate my trade. Not here, not here, not here. Only now can I think about doing the buys. Do you see how long we had to wait before we actually thought about the buy? Yeah? Okay, so let me remove the screen here. Okay? And here is your following move upwards. Okay? So now in this strategy, what we're doing is we're exploiting Fibonacci's methods using price action. Okay, again, let me ask the question again. For those of you guys who do not know the rubber band man concept, do you guys understand it now? We're looking for how much he runs, how much he rests, how much he runs, how much he rests. We're going to do that constantly. But you cannot give up on him until he quits. If he's still around, you got to be a little bit cautious. Okay? Is it in pips or candles? None of those. It's none of those. You want to look at it like, okay, if he's running and then he pulls back, you're looking at the difference between this to this. Does that make sense? And you're also looking at the power. Maybe this went up in 1 candle and this came down in 5 candles. What does that tell you? If it's a 1 hour chart. It took him 1 hour to go up, but it took him 5 hours to rest. That means he's very, very strong. He still has energy to keep pushing. He's not letting the sellers come in at all. Yeah. Does that make sense? Everyone understand that concept? Okay. When you plot this together with Fibonacci, you can see the answer. Now, today, a lot of you guys brought this up saying, patience. It requires patience. Okay, that brings me to the next concern with you guys. Now, going forward, everyone who's using Fibonacci, please use Fibonacci with a little bit more caution. I know using a trade to pinpoint accuracy like this, it sounds beautiful that, oh my God, look at how exactly it came to it. Pinpoint trading is the most dangerous thing that you can do to yourself. It's almost like doing supply and demand with your eyes closed. You need to have some kind of logic of why is price going there? Why is price reacting there? And we can't just use a strategy saying because the strategy said so. No. You need to understand why is the big boys chasing the market over there? How much people are actually buying and selling, and then visually take a look at it. Are people actually turning to sellers? Okay, so keep these things in mind. Now, so we did talk about patience, and that brings me to today's most important announcement. Okay, I'm gonna remove this thing here. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Now, as I've mentioned to you guys earlier, that today I'm going to be releasing one of my most powerful courses on what type of trader are you. Now think about it. When you're doing this Fibonacci thing, right? And the market is pulling back and pulling back and pulling back and pulling back. What did you guys think about that? Can you activate the trade instantly? So now take it a step further. Is this strategy for people who are aggressive traders? Not at all. Is this strategy more for conservative traders? You see, when you're looking for strategies, when you're developing your style of trading, you need to know what kind of trader you are. Now, this is something I did very, very exclusively for my one-on-one students. Every time I teach them a strategy, like let's say I'm teaching them the Mastering Price Action course, right? And they're learning, they're getting it, and they're like, trend pullback. That's very nice. I see a trend pullback. I'm gonna buy it. Fail. Hey Naveen, it didn't work for me. Hey, it worked for me. Well, why isn't it working for you? Okay, I do a range and then it doesn't work for me. But the next guy is like, hey, it worked for me. Why doesn't it work for you, Naveen? You know, it's not always just strategy, but it's this idea of, do you know who you are? What kind of person are you in real life? What kind of person are you in real life? Are you a person who is very aggressive? Are you a person who's conservative? Are you a person who simply needs confirmation all the time saying, okay, now it's a go? Okay? Can you pull the trigger? Do you pull it too quickly? Do you pull it too slowly? Based on your habits, you have a specific strategy for you. Okay? So when I built this course over the last 1 week, building it and building it and building it, I wanted to make sure all of you guys can now access this thing. So first things I did was reached out to some of my one-on-one students. And I was like, listen, man, I know you guys have paid, crazy amounts of money, upwards of $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 to come to the one-on-one with me. But I have a request that this information is very powerful. It gave you guys breakthroughs, and I wish to do that on a larger scale. I want to give a breakthrough to all of my students. And they were more than happy. They were like, okay, go ahead, that's fine. And the key is, learning strategy is one thing, but you also need to know who you are. If you know who you are, there is a strategy for you, and I'm gonna show you what that strategy is for you, okay? So, putting this all together, I made a 5-week hardcore course for you guys. Trust me, it drove me nuts to redo the video and redo the video and redo the video and take notes and take notes. Like, no, scratch that. That's not gonna work. I need them to listen. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Oh my God. It took me hours and hours and hours to put this together, and then I released it to some of my one-on-one students like Lucille and Armo. These are, some of my one-on-one students, but they also work with me now. They looked at it, they're like, okay, this is good. This is really, really good. And I hope you did this for me when I started, because you gave me the hard way. Okay, I actually bugged all of my students in the beginning, and when they started with me, they're like, okay, you know what, Naveen? Teach me how to trade. Okay, that's a very broad question. Teach me how to trade. Okay, well, before we get into strategy, I want to know a little bit more about you. And they were like, the hell are you talking about? Like, why do you want to know about me? What does this have to do with me? Where's the strategy? Let's talk strategy. Strategy. What do I do? And that's what I hated. It's like, wait, you can't just do because you're gonna do fail. It's like, you need to do while understanding, are you supposed to do this based on your instinct? See, I'm gonna ask you, all of you guys, this one question. If you're an aggressive trader, are you gonna make it in life? Think about it. What do you know about aggressive traders? Look at all those answers coming in. It's a no way. Look, but the reality is, if you accept you're an aggressive trader, trying to break that attitude of being aggressive is not gonna make you successful, because trying to break it means you want to remove at least 20 years of garbage from your mind. That's not gonna happen. But if you accept you're an aggressive trader and then you're looking for an aggressive strategy, you're gonna make it sooner than you think. Okay? So instead of stopping your intimate nature, that who you really are, we want to embrace it and saying, I know how to make you successful even faster. And that's what I did with the one-on-one students. And I think it'll be very, very helpful for you guys. So today is the launch of that course, which is called What Type of Trader Are You? We're gonna be going over concepts of like, why is this important? What are the different types of traders? I'm gonna make you do exercises that find out who you are. And then we're gonna go into stuff like, okay, now that you know who you are, let's discuss technique and strategy. What strategy is for you? What idea, what ways, what kind of strategies do you need to look for? How do you do money management according to who you are? Okay, we're gonna do all of that stuff in this course. It's a 5-week course. I've crunched it down. And like I said, this was only something I did for the one-on-one students because I thought the average student would not understand because they don't like psychology stuff. But for one-on-one students, I sit down with them live. And if I'm sitting with them, they will understand the importance of this by looking at my face and be like, okay, dude, I get it. So teach me this thing. And for the longest time, I never brought this course out because of that reason. But now it's like, you know what? I don't want to do a screen sharing. I'm going to get up on a whiteboard and I'm going to record everything. And I want you to see my face as I tell you how important this is. This isn't a thing you can just brush off and think I'm going to become successful without hacking my mind. It's not going to happen. You need to know who you already are. I'm not training you anything new. You need to know who you already are. So this is a course that I've built. Okay, how much do you think this course is? How much do you think? What is the price of trying to show you who you really are to make you successful? Think about it. Ferrari? Okay, just remember, students have paid $15,000 all the way up to $30,000 to be with me in person to get this level of training. Okay, so we got some pretty big woman. Pretty big woman. I'm reading woman, so I'm saying woman. So we're getting some pretty big numbers. Now, so we finally priced this at $149 for this course. We made this $149. It's 5 weeks of intense training and homework and everything. But today is the opening day. It's the opening day, and I want all of you guys to take advantage of the early bird special. So I'm offering it for less than $100. I'm offering for less than $100, and you guys will be able to pick it up today. We will then close the doors. No one else will be able to pick it up for some time. As you guys get through the first wave, it's only available for the die-hard fans. Okay, so let me get the link for you guys here. Okay, yeah, you guys can see that? Is that big enough? Okay, sorry about that. Let me just make it bigger. Okay. Early Bird TOT is your coupon code to get the early bird special. We're gonna keep this up running for 24 hours. And once we are, we're looking for a maximum of 200 students. Beyond 200, we're gonna try to close the doors. So beyond 200, the doors close. And as these are gonna be the first phase of people coming in, I might even step in sometimes to do some webinars for these guys to be like, come on, let's get into a webinar together and let's hack the brain. Let's do it together. So there will be some webinars every now and then, just like we do MPA webinars, just for finding out where do you need to tweak your mind a bit, just a bit, to make that success that you need. So I will look forward to seeing you guys in the course. And it's a very, very powerful course. And like I said, everyone has gone through it. Every employee of mine is required to do that. Every one-on-one student has gone through that. They will tell you their life was hell. So I'm going to tell you right now, it's not easy. I'm going to tell you that right now, it's not easy. But you will, if you focus on each week, I will get you through it. That is my promise. Okay? I will get you through it. I will get you through it. So there will be homework. Please do the homeworks in them. Please do the homeworks in them. I need to have you have the breakthrough if you participate as much as you can. Okay, the link is here. I'll post the link in the chat as well. Sorry. Okay. There you go, and you can just type in the early bird special as you guys can see on the screen, and you guys can pick up the course. It should be $99 or $97. I believe it's 99. Okay, I do see some of you guys picking it up. Mr. Gupta, Lars, thank you, Ahmed, thank you. I will see you guys in the course. Ahamika, welcome. Boys on the Run, welcome. Amitabha, welcome. Okay, so great. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you guys in the course, and let's make it a little bit more fun. Exactly in 3 weeks time, let's do a webinar together in there, and let's discuss it personally, you and me, and we're gonna go over, well, how do you feel now? How is your trading now? What is your performance like? Okay, we're gonna be discussing that together. In 3 weeks time, we're gonna be doing a webinar specifically just for this. So I really look forward to getting all of you guys in there. Again, this is a very, very powerful course, and I really look forward to getting all of you guys in, at least all the MPA people in there. For those of you guys who do not have the Mastering Price Action course, that is available on our homepage as well. So stuff like you've learned today, for example, the rubber band man theory, and using it with Fibonacci and stuff like that. You know, that's all discussed in the Mastering Price Action course. Even stuff like Money Spot that we discussed. So I hope you guys like the way I teach. We're gonna make further progress together. Every step counts. And until next time, guys, we're gonna stop the webinar right here. I'm gonna leave the room open for you guys in case you guys need some assistance. Everyone in the team is here. But thank you all for attending, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the course, and until the next webinar in 2 weeks time. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a nice day. Cheers.